Good day, everyone. My name is Jennifer M. Cardenio, and today we will be discussing together with my partner CJ Casquejo the police system in the country of Myanmar. So first, let's just have a brief background on the Myanmar Police Forces. So according to the source, it was established in 1964 as an independent department under the Ministry of Home Affairs. So it was reorganized on October 1, 1995 and informally became part of the Tatmadaw, or what they call the Armed Forces of Myanmar. So in this topic, it includes the background, functions and objectives, organizational setup, Department of Transnational Crimes, the weapons and equipment used by the Myanmar Police Forces, and the rank structure and insignia. So first, the background. During the reign of the Myanmar monarchs, the local police were formed under the mayors and village headmen. So they were also the military personnel. So the British policing system was introduced in 1885 when the Union of the Myanmar became a British colony. So at that time, the police force was known as the Burma Police. So the Burma Police was reorganized as the People's Police Forces in 1964 and was reorganized again to the present setup as the Myanmar Police Forces on October 1, 1995. So, the Union of Myanmar has undergone many changes after 1998. So, the Myanmar Police Forces has to change the administration system to be in the line of the new administration system in the country. So, the Committee for Reorganization of Police Administration System, which is presided by the Secretary of the State Peace and Development Council, was formed on the 20th January 1994. So the Committee of the Myanmar is scrutinizing the whole system and making necessary changes. So here in the Philippines, our police forces have their own functions and objectives. So in the country of Myanmar, they also have their functions and objectives, and these are to prevent the crime, detect and proceed the crime, maintenance of the public order, the public security, the drug enforcement, and their objectives is the community peace and tranquility, prevalence of law and order, the narcotic drug suppression, and the last one is to carry out community welfare activities. The next one is the organizational setup. So the Director General of Myanmar Police Force, holding the rank of Police Major General, is in the command of the whole police force. So according to the present setup of the Myanmar Police Force, there are 6 components, namely the headquarters, state and division police forces, special departments, training centers, reserved units, and the last one is the police battalions. So first, the headquarters. The headquarters is headed by the Director General of Police. So under his command, a Deputy Director General who hold the rank of Police Brigadier General, and second commander takes responsibility for the proper command, control, and monitor of the departments of the Myanmar Police Forces, and also for other Police Brigadier General who are responsible for General Staff Department, Personnel Department, Logistics Department, and the Office of the Commanding for Police Battalion, respectively. Second, the State and Division Police Forces. So, there are 14 state and divisional police forces and 3 additional state police forces commanded by a police colonels. So, their jurisdictions are divided according to the civil administration. So the states and divisions and additional states have the same status. The state and the divisional police forces consist of 4 components, namely the Office of the Commander of the State and Divisional Police Force, the Office of the Commander of the District Police Forces, and the Office of the Commander of the Township Police Force, and the last one is the police stations. So the district police forces are classified into 2 classes depending on the area. So the commanders of the A class district police forces are police lieutenant colonels, and B classes are police majors, commanders of township police forces, are police captains and police stations officers are police lieutenants. The third is the special departments. So there are four departments in which the first two departments are headed by the police brigadier generals and the rest two are by police colonels. They are as follows. So first is the criminal investigation department, second is the special branch, third is the railways police force, and the fourth one is the city development police force. Next is the training centers. So in Myanmar, there is one General Training Institute of Myanmar Police Force, or the CTIMPF, in the police and the two police training centers. So the CTIMPF is headed by one police brigadier general, and its duties and functions are as follows. So first, the implementation of training policies stipulated by the Myanmar Police Force. The second is the implementation of Myanmar Police Force goal and accountability. The third one is the scrutinize and withdraw curriculum and technology progress regarding the timely situation. The fourth one is the lay down on managerial arrangements for instructors for the enhancement of capabilities. The fifth one is the perform to gain successful training objectives for other kinds. And the last one is to manage and practice officers' moral disciplines and morals for the betterment in order to serve others' advantage. So the next one, I will give the floor to CJ Cascajo to report the reserve units.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, ma'am. So, this is the continuation of our topic of police system of Myanmar. So, number 5 is reserve unit. There are two kinds of reserve unit attached to state and divisional police forces to carry out their respective duties. These are A. Highway Patrol A unit. So, Highway Patrol units, the respective duties of Highway Patrol units of Myanmar, which is all patrol units, all forces of Myanmar can roving all the highway to prevent all the bad behavior of the community. Next is oil field security units. So, particularly in ethnic areas, in other areas, there are outfield police who provide more routine security in oil field areas, which is the security cost and PSC and US sanction consultation and capacity of building. So next one is number 6 is police battalion. So, Myanmar police forces has 60 numbers of police battalion and commanding office of the police battalion. Command conducts the general security matters. Each battalion has been commanded by a police lieutenant colonel. It is commanded by a police brigadier general. So, under mentioned duties are functioned and carried out as follow. A is suppression of uprising, sabotage, and riot. B. Performing security for heads and state guests. C is performing security of chief and heads of state and state ceremonies. D is carry out security for VIPs, resident and departmental buildings. And E, diplomatic residential buildings. F is safeguard on important dams and dikes, industries and factories, roads and bridges. G is safeguard on foreign schools and chanceries. H is protect valuable cargo transportation. I is conduct coastal vessel security. J is safety measure taken on dispatching prisoner and convicts. And last is key carried out public welfare activities. Next one is Department of Transnational Crimes. Myanmar is one of the member states of the United Nations. Myanmar Police Force has been implementing portion in harmony with United Nations Security Council resolution numbers 1873, 1276, and 1455. Myanmar has been a member state on the United Nations Convention Against Transnational Organized Crime on March 30, 2004. As a consequence, Myanmar Police Force has initially established the Department of Transnational Crime on September 2004. So that cooperation with the international neighboring countries, ASEAN nation and ASEAN state has been made up. It is headed by one police colonel acted as head of the department, activating in suppression of transnational crimes, including international relation. The following in offense are primarily eradicated. So A is terrorism, B narcotic offense, C arms smuggling, D sea piracy, E cybercrime, F money laundering, G trafficking in person, and last is H economic crime. So this all the example of transnational crime. So annual senior official meeting of transnational organized crime for SOMTC once in every 2 year. Transnational organized crime meeting for AMTC are Myanmar with the implementation on what have been decided on regional crime suppression and prevention. The ninth ASEAN Senior Official Meeting on Transnational Crime was held on 30 June to 4 July 2009 that was hosted by Myanmar. So next one is weapons and equipment. So weapons and equipments, Myanmar police constrain employment wide range of weapons and ammunition extending from moment World War vintage to cutting edge advanced weapon. Most of the weapons are either seized from ethnic wars and narco insurgent or locally created duplicate of the J3 and other weapons staged out their army. So what is say in the pic? So ranks, structure and insignia. So uniform, ranks, insignia. The rank are grade structure of the Seros designated personnel as officer and other officer ranks. Uh, Palawil, this of the United States Forces and Horrific Tale, loosely translated as Supreme General, was reserved for Aung San and for Yu Ningwin. So enlisted rank insignia. So this is the example of Navy, Army, Air Force. So this is the rank: sergeant, petty officer, and sergeant. So the private, seaman, this rank is quartermaster, sergeant, chief petty officer, flight sergeant. So lance corporal, second leading, and lance corporal. Warrant officer second class and corporal leading. Warrant officer first class. So officer rank insignia, Army and Air Force, Navy. So second lieutenant, first lieutenant, captain, major and lieutenant colonel. So in Navy, sub lieutenant, lieutenant junior grade, lieutenant, lieutenant colonel and commander. So the rank of colonel, brigadier general, major general, lieutenant general and supreme general. So this is the example of the rank structure and insignia on what the picture shows. Thank you. So this is our reference. Thank you.